Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Juan the Yarn Addict, and today I present a crochet blanket tutorial for what I'm calling the Rhythm of Resilience. This blanket features a 1-round setup and an easy 2-round repeat that can be repeated until you achieve your desired size. You can crochet this blanket using any weight of yarn, but be sure to follow the recommended hook size for the yarn of your choice as a starting point and then adjust from there. For today's tutorial, I used 3 contrasting colors of a medium 4-weight yarn, a 6mm US letter J hook, a darning needle to sew in my ends, and a pair of scissors. Stitch details along with the timestamps can be found below in the description box for you just in case you need them. Before we get started, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to see more tutorials like this one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this tutorial started. Okay, to get started, what we need to do is create a slip knot on our hook. However you do this is absolutely fine. This is how I do it. Once you have your slip knot established, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. From here, we're going to take the tip of our crochet hook and insert it into the very first chain. We're going to draw a loop and slip to close. From here, we're going to gently tug on our working yarn just to tighten everything up. We're going to take our tail, pinch it against our chain, and gently pull apart. And as you can see, we have a chain circle there. We're going to work our stitches out of that chain circle, but first we need to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 as part of our double crochet V-stitch. So with this, we're going to go into our chain circle with a double crochet, yarn over, go into the chain circle, drop a loop. We've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So that is the first V-stitch. And from here, we need to create a corner. So chain 2, and we're going to swivel our work around, and we're continuing to hold on to this tail here. So we're going to keep that pinched, just like that. And we're going to create a double crochet V-stitch into our chain circle. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So far we have 2 sides and a corner, and from here we're going to create the next corner by chaining 2, swivel our work around, and once again we're going to continue to hold on to this tail, and we're going to go into our chain circle here with a double crochet V-stitch. So it's going to be a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. From here we're going to create the next corner. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to swivel our work around. Once again, we're going to hold on to this tail one last time, and we're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch right into our circle here. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Okay, so the only part of our round here that's left is our corner, and to close off the corner, we need to do a half double crochet join to the 3rd chain. So in the beginning, we did a series of 4 chains. So we're just going to count up 3 from the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to yarn over, go into that chain, very carefully, drop a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops, just like that. So for round number 1, we have 4 V-stitches in the round and 4 chain 2 corners. So that concludes round number 1. Okay, to move on to round number 2, what we're going to do is change color. Now, I mentioned in the beginning of the tutorial that this is completely optional, but for those who wish to change colors, I'm going to show you how to color change. For my project, I'm going to change colors every single round, okay? So from here, what we want to do is cut a tail, and we're going to take the last stitch that we worked, which was this half double crochet join, and I'm going to remove the hook and pull out that last stitch. So from here, I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go back into that chain. I'm going to draw up a loop, and I'm going to get to this point right here. So the last step is to yarn over and pull through all the loops. So with the half double crochet join, we're looking to get to just this spot right here, okay? So I'm going to bring the new color in, and I'm going to hook it around the hook and pull it through the last 3 loops there, very carefully. And then I'm going to turn my work over and I'm going to tie the tails. Tie once, and then I'm going to tie a second time. Perfect. And from here you have a very clean color break. Okay, so to begin round number 2, what we want to do from here is chain 1 and turn our work over to the other side. Okay, so from here what we want to do is go into our corner with a single crochet. From here we're going to create a shell sequence. We're going to begin with a double crochet into this V-stitch. Yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, go through 2. From here, we are going to yarn over, go into the V, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and then we're going to yarn over, go back into the V-stitch, drop a loop. You've got 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2. You've got 3 loops on the hook at this point. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to repeat this, but in reverse. So we're going to go back into our V-stitch by yarning over, go in, drop a loop, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go into the V, drop a loop, yarn over, go through 2. You've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and go through all 3. From here, we're going to insert a double crochet into our V-stitch. Just like that. And from here, we're going to go right into our corner with a single crochet, chain 2. We're going to swivel it around and go back into that corner with a single crochet. And this is what our work looks like so far. Okay, so let's do that again. From here, we're going to go into our V-stitch with a double crochet. From here, we're going to go back into our V-stitch with what's called a double crochet 2 together. So let's yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 only. And then we're going to repeat that. So we're going to yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2 only. You should have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops and chain 1. From here, we're going to repeat what we just did, but in reverse. So we're going to start with a double crochet 2 together. Yarn over, go in, drop that loop. Yarn over, go through 2. Let's do that one more time. So yarn over, go in, drop a loop. 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2. We've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through all 3. And to finish that off, we're going to go in with a double crochet. From here, we're going to go into our corner with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Very, very nice. Okay, so just for good measure, we're going to go ahead and do it once more. So coming out of the corner, we're going to go into our V-stitch with a double crochet. Okay, after your double crochet, we're going to do a double crochet 2 together. Yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to repeat that. So yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 4 loops on the hook this time. Yarn over, go through 2. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to yarn over, go through all 3, and chain 1. From here, we're going to insert a double crochet 2 together, again in this V-stitch. Yarn over, go in, drop a loop. 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, go through 2. We're going to repeat that. Yarn over, go in, drop a loop. You've got 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, go through 2. And then from here, we're going to yarn over and go through all 3. And after that, we're going to finish that off with a double crochet in that V-stitch. Just like that. And then from here, we're going to go into our corner with a single crochet, chain 2, swivel it around, go back in with a single crochet. All right. So since we only have one more shell to go, we're going to go ahead and just finish this off. So double crochet, and then a double crochet 2 together. I'm going to go a little quicker here, but if you need help with this, just feel free to rewind and replay if you need it. Chain 1, and then a double crochet 2 together, and then a double crochet. I'm going to take these tails and just move them out of my way. All right, and then this is the corner right here. So I'm going to go into this corner with a single crochet. And what you should have here is a single crochet here and a single crochet here. All right, so we're going to do a half double crochet join. We're going to yarn over, go into that very first stitch, which was a single crochet, and you make sure to pick up the front loop and the back loop. We're going to draw that loop. You've got 3 loops on the hook, and then you would yarn over and go through all 3 to close that off. And so this is what our work looks like. Super, super nice. And I would highly recommend perhaps sewing in your ends as you go, just as a best practice. But at this point here, we can take our center tail here, place it between our fingers, and gently pull on that tail to tighten up our circle. We're going to go ahead and trim that. Just like that. Okay, so that concludes round number 2. I'll be right back after I sew in my ends. 1 second. Okay, I am back. I've sewn in my ends, and this is what my work looks like right now with the ends sewn in. Very, very nice. Okay, so from here, I'm going to do yet another color change, and just for good practice, I am going to record this color change once more just for those who may need it. So from here, what I need to do is cut a tail, and I'm going to take my work, remove my hook, and remove the last stitch, which was that half double crochet join. From here, I'm going to place the hook back on my work. I'm going to yarn over, go into my stitch, draw up a loop. I've got 3 loops on the hook, and this is the last part before I do my final draw through, and that's where I'm going to introduce the next color. So this is Claret, my next color, and I'm going to loop this around the hook, and I'm going to pull through all 3 loops, just like that. And from here, I'm going to flip my work over and tie the tails. That's 1. And then I'm going to do it once more, just like that, nice and tight. And as you can see, we have a very clean color break. Okay? So from here, we are going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the chain 4 counts as a double crochet and a chain 1 as part of a double crochet V-stitch, as you see here. Okay, so from here, we're going to turn our work over, and we're going to go right into our corner space right there. We're going to yarn over, go into our corner space with the double crochet, and that is a V-stitch. So from here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to go into the top of our shell. If you recall, we have a chain 1 here. So we're going to go into our shell, and we're going to go in with a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then we're looking for this little corner spot right here. That is our corner space, and in our corner space, we're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch, chain 2, double crochet V-stitch. So let's get started. So yarn over, go in. We're going to do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2. We're going to go back into our corner after swiveling it around. We're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch. So it's a double, chain 1, and then a double. From here, we are going to chain 1, And once again, go into the top of our shell, just gently pull it apart. You can see that chain 1 at the top there. So we're going to go in with a single, chain 1, and a single crochet. And that's the repeat all the way around. Since it's fairly small, I'm going to stay with you the whole time. So we're going to chain 1, and this little bump here is our corner. And we're going to go into that corner with a double crochet V-stitch. So it's a double, chain 1, and a double. We're going to chain 2, swivel our work around, and go back into that corner with a double crochet V-stitch. So it's a double, chain 1, and a double. As you can see, it's laying out perfectly. All right. So from here, we're going to chain 1, go into the top of our shell here with a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. From here, we're going to chain 1 and go into our corner here once again with a double crochet V-stitch, chain 2, swivel it around, go back in with a double crochet V-stitch. Beautiful. Okay, so from here we're going to chain 1, once again go into the top of our shell with a single, chain 1, and a single. We're going to chain 1 out of that and go right into our corner space right here. If you need to, just move those tails out of the way. We're going to go right here into this corner with just a double crochet V-stitch. We have the very first one we started with right there. And so from here, to close off the round, we need to count 3 chains up from the bottom. There's a series of 4 chains. So we're going to count 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over, go into that 3rd chain. Very carefully. Draw a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3. Very, very nice. Now, for those of you who need help with sewing in your ends, I'm just going to show you very quickly how I do that. I'm going to make a bunny ear here. Pull the hook away from my work, and I'm going to pull very, very tightly on my tails. Okay, I'm going to grab my darning needle. This is the eye of the needle here. I'm going to yarn over the eye, pinch very tightly underneath, and it's going to make it nice and flat. I'm going to remove my needle and then feed through the eye. Just shake it back and forth and it'll go right in. And from here, I'm just going to run the same colors together. So I'm just going to go in, picking up different fibers along the way, very carefully. I'm going to pull that through. And then I'm just going to go back in the opposite direction, picking up different fibers, just like that. Use your fingers to flatten it out. And then we're going to trim it with our scissors. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to do this next one off camera very quickly. I'll be right back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I've sewn in my ends, and this is what my work looks like. Super, super nice. And from here, once again, I'm going to change colors. I'm actually going to go back to my first color. And so from here, as we've done previously, I'm going to go ahead and remove the last stitch, just like that. I'm going to place the hook back on my work. I'm going to yarn over, go back into that chain, draw a loop only. So you have 3 loops on the hook, only 1 more pass before we close off that stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and cut a tail. And then I'm going to reintroduce the very first color. I'm going to loop it around my hook and pull through all 3 loops, just like that. I'm going to flip my work, and tie my tails. That's one, and then once more. Perfect. And as you can see, we have a very clean color break. From here, we're going to repeat the row previous. So we're going to chain one, turn our work, and we're going to go into our corner space with a single crochet. Go in, drop the loop, just like that, single crochet. And right next to it, as you can see, we have a V-stitch. So in our V-stitches, we're going to place our stitch sequence here, our shell. So just for good measure, I'm going to do this with you. So we begin with a double crochet, and then a double crochet two together. Then we're going to chain one, and then we're going to go back in with a double crochet two together, and then a double crochet. Perfect. So from here, we're going to jump right to our single crochet V-stitch here. It's a single, chain one, single. We're going to insert our hook right in between those two single crochets. This little bump here is that chain one. So we're just going to go right in between those two single crochets and insert a single crochet to just hold down our shell. Okay. From here, we're going to jump to the next V-stitch and repeat what we've done right here. So we're going to jump over here, go in with a double crochet right into that V-stitch, and then a double crochet two together. Then we're going to chain one and then repeat that but in reverse. So double crochet two together, and then a double crochet to finish that off. Now that we're at a corner, so in the corners, we're going to go in with a single, chain two, let's swivel our work, go back in with a single crochet. Very, very nice. And that's the repeat, but for good measure, I'm going to go ahead and do this one here with you. So double crochet, then we're going to go ahead and put our double crochet two together, chain one, and then we're going to repeat that, double crochet two together, and then a double crochet. Once you get the hang of it, you'll fly right through it. It's very, very easy. Very beautiful. Okay, and from here, we have the single crochet V-stitch. We're just going to go right in between those two singles, draw that loop, yarn over and go through both loops. Single crochet. All right, so continue on with this, and I shall see you at the end of the round right here in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I just finished round number 4, which was our shell round, and I've already taken the liberty of sewing in my ends. So this is what our work looks like. Very, very nice. So from here, we're going to do the same thing we've done previously. I'm going to go ahead and yarn over, go into the very first stitch of the round, making sure to pick up the front loop and the back loop. I'm going to draw that loop through, and I'm going to leave it right there. So from here, I'm going to cut a tail. I'm going to change my color. I'm going to go back to my second color here. And I'm going to loop my new color around the hook and pull it through those 3 loops. I'm going to flip my work, and I'm going to tie my tails. That's 1. And here is 2. Perfect. Okay. As you can see, we have a clean color break. Perfect. And as I mentioned, we are repeating not this last round, but the round before it. And we are going to begin by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to turn our work. From here, we're going to go into our corner space with a double crochet to complete that V-stitch, because out of the chain 4, it counts as a double crochet and a chain 1. So that's our first V-stitch. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then jump to our shell, gently pull it apart. You can see that chain 1 there. That's the landing point for our hook. We're going to go right on in, and we're going to do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. So that is a single crochet V-stitch. And then we're going to chain 1, and then here we're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch. So right on top of that single crochet, we're going to insert a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1, come to our shell here, and insert a single crochet V-stitch, which is a single, chain 1, and then a single. And then we're going to chain 1, and then jump to the corner here, and in the corner, we're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch, chain 2, double crochet V-stitch. So let's go ahead and do that. Chain 2, similar work around, go back in with a double crochet V-stitch. Piece of cake. Very, very nice. So just for good measure, I'm going to do this section with you. So coming out of the corner, we're going to chain 1. And then at the first shell here, we're going to insert a single crochet V-stitch, which is a single, chain 1, and a single. From here, we're going to chain 1, and then in this single crochet, we're going to insert a double crochet V-stitch. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And this is what our work looks like. Very, very nice. So continue on with this, and I shall see you at the end of the round. As I mentioned before, feel free to rewind and replay as needed, okay? So again, continue on with this, and I'll see you at the end of the round right here in just a moment. Okay, I am back. I just completed round number 5, which was my V-stitch round. I've taken the liberty of sewing in my ends, and from here I'm just going to remove my hook and give us a closer look of the work. This is what it looks like. Very, very nice. So we're alternating between double crochet V-stitches and single crochet V-stitches. Super, super nice. Now from here, I'm just going to continue repeating my color sequence as well as my 2 round repeat sequence. So I just completed my V-stitch round. So from here, we're going to go back to the shell stitch round, and we're going to repeat that fashion until we achieve our desired size. Now, just for context, I'm going to show you a larger version of what we just worked on. And here it is. Very, very nice. Now, once again, for this one, I chose 3 colors. I changed colors every round, and it really accentuates the stitches. Super, super nice. And just a suggestion, when you get to the end of your work, finish with a round of the V-stitch round. Very, very nice. It's got these little picots here. Very, very nice. So that is all I have for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I would definitely appreciate the support. That is all from me for now, and until the next one, take care. Bye.